It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my little prison shop, when the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost.
I'm going to start with your glass bowl and how you want to put everything together, on what you would probably like to see in your bowl, and just arrange it around. Now, there's going to take gluing and stuff like that too. So this is so it wouldn't be movable. So these are nice to get. You can get your styrofoam at the 99-cent store. You can buy up a lot of these, and you can cut them and do whatever you need, and then just place it in there. And then after you placed everything in there, the height and everything that you want, then you just put your snow in there, and that makes it a whole lot easier. So this is how I'm going to start this out. So we're going to go on, and I'm going to start my little scenery on what I would probably want to see in there. Okay, so, and you can add your lights at the end, so we're going to go through that too. Okay, this particular one here, I'm going to glue it. And with this, gluing it like this, I'm doing it on a size styrofoam that I'm going to put more than one thing on it. So you can make your whole scenery up on just a styrofoam, and then you can put it in there, place it in there the way you want it. And then when you put your snow in there, you can place your little trees around it, however way you want it to be. Now this is one. Sometimes the styrofoam, it melts, so if you don't work fast, it'll just start going down, just start sinking into the foam. Now you really want to work fast with this glue when you put it on here, because sometimes it goes in, and you want it to be perfect, leveled out, even. Now, see how that's glued in there? It's not going anywhere. So. And even if I decided later that I wanted, over the years or so, that I just wanted to take it out and redo it again, you can always redo that, because it's nothing but the glue. But if you put permanent glue in there, then you may have problems getting it off of the ceramic. But meanwhile, you can do it and soak it in just a little water, or you can put window cleaner, and that'll loosen it up. It'll come right out. So even if you don't want it to be permanent, you can still do it that way. Just make it to where it's unmovable. But then after the holidays, you can just take it apart and just use your window cleaner. Mainly your window cleaner, just spray it on there, and that'll just pop it right off. Your tree in there, then you can level your tree. These are little trees that you can move around and straighten them out. Okay, now everything is done. Everything. Now what you want to do is that you want to see where you're going to place this at the bottom. Place it at the bottom and sit it. You can kind of move it forward to the more to the front. You can do that, and then just that gives you enough room in the back to where you can put more trees in. So this is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to go on and gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of the glue. I'm not gonna try and hassle to get it out. I mean, it can't come out, but I took it the wrong way. And remember, this pops right out now. Now, if you want to move it closer to the front, because I want to be able to put trees in the back. And like I said, by this being the styrofoam, it's not styrofoam, but I don't know what they call it, but anyway, this has a tendency of melting, so you have to kind of hold it together into the position until it cool down. Now, another thing you can do, I'm gonna show you. You can use your snow, or you can use the snow, material that you do a lot of, that I work with a lot of my snowmen, and that can also be used like snow. Wrap it around so you wouldn't use as much snow, but you can get it kind of, wrap it around on the outer core. Another way that you can do, you can use that to where it looks like this, and you can work it around, and it literally, it looks like it could be snow. And then you can use, let's see, you can use the snow to go over it.
You bring me, oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. For every year this Christmas tree brings to us such joy and glee. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me.
And sometimes you don't have to hide the lights because these are so thin, and you can just wrap it all in there, just all in the bowl, and it really doesn't matter because they're really, really light and they're thin, and it don't look bad. Now, these particular lights here, it doesn't sparkle as much. I'm gonna try this one more time to try and wrap it. But now, like I said, wrap it before you do it. If you don't want to see the twinkling lights, just wrap it. That's good. So I'm gonna try and work with this just to get it in and kind of hide it. If I can't hide it, then don't make the same mistake I did. You put your lights in first before you place your scenery in. So I'm just gonna make it look nice, even though you may see them. It doesn't look that bad. And this tree here I've used before. This particular tree here, I did put the sparkles on here, but the trees that I'm using now, this particular tree here, these three, I didn't put the glitter on there. That would be pretty. That's a suggestion that you can do. That's something, another thing, you could put your glitter on there. This is the snow. And I'm just placing the snow around. around the trees so it'll get full. I'm trying to do it so that later I'll be able to brush it off the little people. And then in areas that's necessary right now. Just to be in here. And these are so fun to make. I love making sceneries. They're so pretty. It's different scenery. Oh man, you can just do all types of things with sceneries. Glass sceneries are so beautiful. I love them. I love to make them up. And you just use your snow around where you need it. And if you have a little brush, you can just go in and brush off. A little paint brush, you can go in and just brush off the snow, you know, off of the little people or your snowman. And you do want different levels of snow, not all the same. Sometimes your levels play a big part in your snow. Gives it more of a realistic feel when you're doing different levels of it. Because when snow comes down, it's not all just one level. And once I put the snow in there, then that's going to level out, level the trees from moving. So, like I said, if you desire to want to make the trees like everything else in your globe, then you could do that too. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I didn't want to glue everything in there because these trees, I will be using these trees on tabletop sceneries, flat tabletop sceneries, and I'm going to need all the trees. So I can't glue them all in. Now for the snow to get inside of here, that's nice. That looks nice. It gives it a different effect. So don't worry about the snow. Sometimes though, you may want to put a little snow on it. You know, just drop a little snow on it because it makes it look like it's just more snowy. It gives it more of a nice feel when you do that. And the reason why I say just brush it off your people is because you want your people to the people or your snowman to be able to be seen. So you don't want that with too much snow on it. Okay, for this is the top now.
Christmas tree.
If you wanted to make this permanent or not to be moved, not to be able to be moved, then you can use the little like styrofoams like these, cut off a little piece, glue it on the house, stick it, glue the material. You can do that too. Glue the material at the bottom. Or if you choose not to use a material, that's fine too. Just use one of the little styrofoam and then just glue it in there, and then just put your snow around it. You don't have to have the material. You can just use straight snow. I was just sometimes I just use straight snow. Sometimes I do this. It all depends on how many projects I have and the amount that I may have, you know, because I use it so much. And that saves a lot, you know, on time and then money too, you know. To have to go out and rebuy when I can get something that I can fill it with. So these are the little trees that I'll stick it here. I'll stick one here. Gives it more of that. And then I'll put a bigger tree. So you're going to see a lot of trees in this one, this particular one. this may look. I think I can do this one. This will probably be better. So just make it like this. Yeah. Snow just right here to kind of seal it in. That's it. So it would be, it won't move so much. And then I'll stick some of the snow all on here, on that. And now I'm finished with this one. And I'll be using the shawl and also the hat that I had made on a previous video.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging.
So we're going to just put the snow here. The snow is just going in here. Something simple. This is snow. Now this one is finished. You can put a beautiful bow. I'm going to be placing a beautiful bow, so at the end you'll see that. But this is second. Another little. This is a little Danish, or a little cake stand, a little cupcake stand, and they make beautiful little sceneries. So these are just some of the things that I'm showing you, that you can have something simple just right there in your home, and you can get it out your cupboard or whatever, and just put it together and just make something that's really nice. Just stick stuff in it. You can do jars, cups, everything. Later I'll be showing you another little snowman scenery with all the cups, the little coffee cups with the saucers, and they're so cute. These 3 leaves that I purchased this at Joann's, and I paid like $1, I think it was $1.49 for 3. So I thought they were pretty. So what I want to do is to just get it in. Need my wire cutters, because these things are so hard to keep wiggling this apart, and I don't know if my scissors would do it or not. I'm gonna try them and just to see. I'll try it and see. This way you don't really want to keep using your scissors like these. These scissors are kind of old. That's the only reason why I'm doing it, because this will tear up your scissors. And I have a lot of scissors, so with this here, it's not gonna hurt. So I can just use these just to break off the stems. But I just didn't want it because it's so tall, and which this is pretty when you have a lot of them. You just display them with a lot. Sometimes you don't need anything on them, but I think that doing it like this, it would be really pretty. It would bring it out a little bit more. So this is my piece here. It's one solid piece now, and with my ribbon, I'm just gonna make a little. I'll just make a bow. take it around. Just want to wrap it. You wrap it. You leave a little bit of this there, so when you a little bit of your tail, a little bit of the wiring in the back, so when you wrap it completely, when you wrap it, just pull it as you're doing it, and it just make the bow pop. It makes it come alive. The tighter, the prettier, and then you can get it in. You get it together and take it to the back, and then you just get it in, twist it. You just keep twisting it. You just keep doing it tight. Don't twist it too much though, where it'll pop, because sometimes it will. And then just cut the end if you make it too tight, and if it's not that thick. And this wiring is not really thick. The thicker wire you won't have the problem with it popping, but thinner wire you will. And for the last, well, we have one more after this one here. So I made sure I had everything put together. This is what you want to do. You want to make sure. Sorry, Elegance Fam. I'm not sure if you saw when I put the snow in. Something happened to my camera, and I don't know if it recorded that, but I just poured the snow in, like I explained to you on the other one. I put the snow in. The only difference is that I didn't use any of the material, so I just did it. This is straight with snow, and I did use quite a bit of snow because I had to get it up to the same level, and I have to put a little bit more in there just so it can. And this is what I was saying, that you have to be very careful with the snow because it'll get all around your jar, all around your glass, and you have to go doing all this wiping. That's what I don't like. So just gonna ease a little bit more in there, and now I can explain to you what I did. I don't know if you really caught what I did, if you really saw what I got a chance to see what I did, but I glued this to the house, made it all one piece. It's on a small, it's on a foundation of the little styrofoam, and this I glued this to the house, the little fence. Then I glued the car. This here I glued on a little round ball. So I glued this, so that's pretty much by itself. Everything else is one piece. Then I just set it in. And now I'm going to finish it. I'll put the snowman in. And that completes it. And that completes it. So this is the snowman. So all this is one piece. I just placed the snowman in, as you can see. This is the only two that's not one piece. Everything else is glued together. And I did show you how to glue it together. I hope that you was able to see that. If not, it's so easy. You just glue it in with the house, and then you just put the car up against the fence and you glue it. And so it's very simple and easy. So that's how you would do it. And this here, of course, you know, it was on a little round white styrofoam ball, and I glued this in first. So I do believe that you did see how I did this one. And then you see how I did this. I just set it in there, and there you go. So this is another beautiful piece. Okay, scenery. So I really love this scenery. I love all the sceneries. I just love sceneries. And I do different things with it. You can come up with all kind of imaginations, and When I did the gingerbread, I did a gingerbread one. I did also a peppermint. It was like the Candyland before, and they are just fun. They're so fun to create different things and just set them around your home. They make beautiful little simple, elegant little centerpieces for your table. You can set them next to your fireplace. So with this here, this is another one of the ones. Nothing on it. It's just beautiful. If you wanted to put a little bow more like on the side or so, you know, then you can do that. You can dress it up with a little bow, or you can just leave it like this. This is pretty the way it is.